Hey guys, so I've already done my eyebrows and also prepped my eyelids. So I'm going to begin by taking the Jaclyn Hill and Morphe palette. I'm taking this palette. I'm doing this in a different setup and background because I'm at my sister's house, but I wanted to get this video out for you guys. So this palette is really beat up, but I'm going to be taking these shades right here, which are this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one right here. So basically all the browns. Brush, and I'm just running that to the outer corner, bringing it into the inner corner in circular motions. Onto eyeshadow on the lid, I'm going to be taking this bronzy eyeshadow right here. This one right here. And I'm just packing that all over the lid. Now I'm just going back in with the same brush and just basically blending everything together. Alright, so now I'm just going to take a black eyeliner. You can just take whatever black pencil eyeliner you have at home. This one is from Cargo and it's really creamy. But this is kind of like a gel type of consistency. So it looks a little bit messy right now, but we're going to fix that. We're going to go in with a black eyeshadow and go right over top and blend that out. So for lashes today, we are going to use Lily Lashes in the style Alina. While our lashes dry, we're going to move on to primers and stuff like that. So I'm going to first begin by taking the Estee Lauder Set and Fresh Perfecting Makeup Mist. Then I'm going to take the Estee Lauder Notorious Vitality in number 8. Then I'm going to go in with the Glam Glow Nude Glow. If the light changes, I'm literally so sorry, you guys, but I'm filming with literally one light and natural daylight because I'm at my sister's house, but I really wanted to get this video done and I don't get home until very late and so I get super tired once I get home. So, you know, might as well get it done now before then I procrastinate. I don't do it at all. So while I do my face makeup, I kind of want to do a story time, which I've never done before. And I kind of want to tell you guys about the time that my cousin tried to steal my boyfriend. This is I don't have much stories in my life like a lot of people do, but this is by far the craziest story that I have to this day. So the foundations I'm going to be using today are the Fenty Beauty mixed with the MAC Studio Fix Fluid. I really like these foundations mixed together. This is what I used yesterday and I haven't used Studio Fix Fluid in a long time. So these are the two foundations we're going to be mixing today, but both of them alone are very beautiful foundations as well. My foundation, I'm going to tell you guys briefly the story. So I had a boyfriend, which I met him here in the Dominican Republic for almost all my life, but there was a certain point where it was 8th grade, middle school, where I actually decided that I wanted to stay here because I missed my family and stuff like that. Worst decision ever, by the way, but I missed my family and all of that, so I told my parents that if instead of staying just for the summer, I could actually come here and stay and study for just 1 year, you know. And literally I did so bad, you guys don't even imagine how bad I did. But basically I had this little boyfriend in middle school and this is where I met him. Well, I met him here while I was here, and I was literally so not even in love because I didn't really know what love was at that time, but I was just so like obsessed at the fact that he was my boyfriend because every single girl in the school wanted him, and every single girl in the school was like, you know, on top of him. Like, he was the most popular guy in the school at that time and the cutest one out of everybody in the school. So literally every single girl wanted to be his girlfriend. And I literally got there that same week and he asked me to be his girlfriend. Like, I was new to the school. I was a new girl and I got to be his girlfriend. So imagine that. So, whatever. So that happened. And then once like the end of the year was approaching, for some reason, I don't know what happened, but he got sent to Dominican Republic because he wasn't behaving well. And then it so happens that so did I, because of the fact that, yeah, I wasn't behaving well either. So it was just like kind of like I had like a rebel moment when literally I was like such a great student back home, and I had like a rebel moment, and it was like my parents were like so upset at me. But aside from the point, I had this cousin that literally me and her, like, we were like gum stuck to a shoe. Like, literally. Como dicen en República Dominicana, como uña y mugre, básicamente. And me and her were just like that. Like, I used to go to her house every single day. Like, after I came back, I used to go to her house, like, every single day and be there and sleep there for days and stuff like that. So, it so happened that he moved around there, and basically, like, I would want to stay there more. I would want to stay there more because of the fact that I wanted to see him and whatever. So she met him, my mom met him, and she did not like him at all. My mom did not like that kid. But I still kept like going out with him behind her back. Sorry, mom. But so yeah, so like I used to stay over because I wanted to be able to like speak to him and see him or whatever the case may be. And that's the only way that I could do it because I used to live super far from where he lived, and like if he would come to my cousin's house, that's the only way I would be able to see him because my aunt would let me see him. Pretty much, I used to stay over. Like, there was this one point where I stayed over for like a whole week at my cousin's house, and we were literally like talking on the phone all the time. He would call me like all the time, and we would talk through Messenger all the time, like MSN at that time, Hotmail, and whatever. So the point is that he met my cousins, and like me being like a dumbass, I'm like, oh, you know, like obviously they can have each other on MSN. Like, she's my cousin, she's not gonna try anything. But I'm like, yeah, like, you know, you don't think anything of your cousins. Like, you don't think your cousin is gonna wanna try and snatch your mans. You know what I mean? Like, that's the last thing that you think in your head. So whatever. So they had each other on there, and they would talk pretty often and things like that. And like, I would tell her things about him, so to see like what he would say, or if she would even like ask him or talk to him about it. So there was this one time where we were listening to the Chris Brown song, like, that Chris Brown song that came out when we were, like, all in middle school that was, like, I can't breathe without you, I can't breathe without you, some shit like that. I don't fucking know, but I don't remember the song, entirely, but that was like everybody's jam, and that song was like so nice, and I low-key wanted him to dedicate that song to me, but he didn't because obviously like he was a fucking fuckboy. But so I told her, I was testing her at this point already. I was like, hey, so did you know that he dedicated this song to me? And she went and asked him if he actually dedicated that song to me, and he said no. And that's when I knew that these two were talking more than what they should be talking. And this is when I knew that my cousin had more than just friends' intentions with him, because like, why would you go out of your way and try and fucking like, you know, prove that I'm lying to my boyfriend? Like, why would you do that if you don't want him as a boyfriend and you just want him as a friend? From that, the time that I actually discovered that they were actually talking, like, full on blown talking. Like literally I was the girlfriend and she was the side chick living, not living, but pretty much I lived at her house because like I said, I would go there and stay there for weeks and weeks and weeks. Like it was my cousin, duh. But pretty much living with the side chick right next to me. So then there was this day that he actually called the house, but I didn't know that it was him. And he calls the house and give me like 1 second. I need to find my... Okay, so I'm taking the, what I used for my under eyes was the Tarte Shade Tape, by the way. Need to hurry up. Okay, so pretty much, that day that he called the house, I'm like, who is she talking to? Like, she's out here having like a full-blown conversation, locking herself in the room, freaking laughing, giggling, and all of this shit. And I knew she had no fucking boyfriend, so I'm over here like, who is this bitch talking to? Like, who is she talking to? I'm just here like, who is she talking to? Like, maybe she's talking to somebody and she didn't tell me, because like we used to tell each other literally everything. But I decided to be like, okay, whatever, I'm gonna just let it go. Like, it has nothing to do with me. Like, she's allowed to have her own freaking life. Like, duh. But then it turns out that her mom goes on the other line of the phone. This is when like actual phones, like you would call somebody with an actual house phone. And her mom goes on the other line and she starts listening to the conversation, and they're talking very inappropriately. I'm talking about sex inappropriately. And she realizes that it's my boyfriend. And she comes upstairs yelling at her. She's like, close the phone right now. What do you think you're doing, talking to your cousin's boyfriend? And I was just like, bitch, what? I was like so heartbroken, because it's like, I really didn't give a shit about him. It was like more of like my cousin trying to snatch my man from me. Like my cousin. So bro, I'm over here like, there's no way, like I can't believe it. You know what I mean? And it turned out to be true. It turned out to be him. It turned out that she was actually talking to him. And it turned out that she actually told me that she did like him. So, yeah. Fast forward to now, she has her own boyfriend. She lives with her own boyfriend, her boyfriend. And we talk here and there, not like we used to. But we're still family and we still love each other. And that was like some little kid shit, so I'm not going to hold that against her. But I just thought it would be funny to tell you guys that story, because that's literally the only story that I have that's actually like, oh my god. But yeah, I'm using the Maybelline translucent powder right now. Come back. Right now I'm just setting my entire face with the Laura Mercier translucent. So I just wanted to come on here and do this voiceover because I did a poll on Instagram asking you guys if you still would want me to upload this story time / doing my makeup halfway video, because I actually broke the cord that I used to use actually to import my pictures and my videos to my laptop. And by that break-in, I tried to take out the SD card that was stuck inside of my camera for like months and I couldn't take it out. So by trying to take that SD card out, I physically damaged it to the point where it doesn't read, like the laptop doesn't even read it. So I literally lost the rest of the footage for this video, and it was so freaking good, and I gave you guys like so many tips and stuff like that when doing my makeup like this, like glowy and bronzy. But I'm gonna definitely film another video that goes with the blowy and bronzy blowy and bronzy theme as well. But I just wanted to come on here and apologize for those of you that actually voted that you would want me to refilm it. But the majority wins as always. Most of you guys, to be exact, like 100 of you said that you wanted me to still upload the video and you wouldn't mind that it would cut off like literally while I'm putting powder on my face. But yeah, with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this story time. Let me know down below what crazy story time you have in your life. And also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. If you are new to my channel, welcome. And don't forget to subscribe, please. And I promise you that my next video won't be interrupted. But yeah, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to turn on your bell notification button so you can be part of the notification squad. And even though you guys can't see me right now, it's all good. We lit. So, you know, if you want to get lit with me and you want to be part of the lit family here on YouTube, then fucking subscribe. Subscribe to me right now and like this video. But anyways, I am literally talking to nothing, but I love you guys so much and I'll see you in my next video.